What's up, magical friends? I am so happy to be back here with you. Welcome or welcome back to 9 3/4. It's Carissa here, and I'm just excited to be back. Finally, I'm finally getting my shit together. Not gonna lie, it's been crazy. Life has been crazy, and I'm sure it's been crazy for all of you as well. But here we are. I'm back with a vengeance because this is what I love doing, and it's thanks to all of you. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you to those who have reached out to me, and thank you for those of you who are new and joining me here. Without further ado, though, I just want to quickly touch on beware of scammers. I will never DM you for a personal reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by reaching out to the email here on the screen, and it's always linked in the description box below. I don't have any backup accounts. These are the only social media accounts on my screen, as well as linked in the description box. So thank you so much for that. But yes, I just want to share that we are doing an incredible collaboration with the most magical people on the planet. I mean, some of you already know some of these people because we've worked with them here on the channel, and these other friends are now new friends, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, let me just introduce the idea of the reading. These are messages from the 8 different elements, and we're covering them all, guys. So here we go. We have Psychic Siren Tarot doing spirit/space. We have the Sea Owl doing water. We have Chemistry with Kismet Tarot doing wind. We have Spiritualistic doing wood. We have Source Light Star doing fire. We have Lexi the Leo doing earth. We have Goddess of the Unknown doing metal. And I will be doing air. So please go ahead and check them out. Give them a subscribe if you feel called to. I absolutely highly encourage it, as they are amazing people. I love them already, and like you guys know, all of their information and their linked readings will be in the description box. So please go ahead and take a look, take a listen. I feel like you will have messages in each of their readings, as they're all incredible, magical people. I mean, so grateful that I'm amongst amazing people doing this reading. Thank you to Spiritualistic for bringing us all together, and I'm just in awe because I'm learning from everyone, and I just thank you. But yes, without further ado, you guys, let's jump into the pile selection. I have 3 piles for you today, and I went with a kind of a sweet dessert theme, if you will. So starting off with pile 1, we have this, and I stuck it to the card. We have this frosted Octo. Pile 2, we have the strawberry Boba. Pile 3, you have the cupcake Duckie. So as usual, you guys can pause the video here, take all the time that you need to choose the pile or piles that you feel drawn to the most, and I will drop the timestamps down below and meet you at your reading. What's up, pile 1? If you chose this frosted Octo, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy and put him right over here, and you guys can still see. And we're going to jump right on into the reading. Go ahead and reveal these right now. We have number 19, Libra, I balance. And number 35, Focus, stock. This is absolutely incredible. This is air energy as well, but we also have Sagittarius represented here, as I think this card is connected to Jupiter. But yes, guys, let's dive into what I'm picking up already. As far as what the air element wants you to know, we have air represented here by Libra, I balance, which is interesting. So you might have Libra placement, or someone with a Libra placement might be significant in your life at this moment, or will be very soon. I do feel like what is coming through for a lot of you guys is that you're having to do a lot of balancing in your life, kind of like this recalibration of getting back to you and your desires, your wants, your needs, your goals, that sort of thing. For others of you, I do feel like a decision is going to be made, and in order for you to be successful in making this decision, I feel like focus is definitely needed at this time. I feel that for some of you, and this is going to not apply to everyone, I feel like this is only going to be like 1 or 2 people who are dealing with a particular, I don't really like to touch on this subject, but it's coming up, any type of like, you know, court case type of thing. I feel like you're going to be coming to a resolution of some kind, or at least a decision will finally be made, for those of you who have been waiting for quite some time. This does feel very peaceful as far as like the energy of your group. I love it so far, and I feel like I feel like I feel like you're very good at multitasking. You're very good at getting all the things done. I'm hearing neurodivergent, so take that if it resonates as well. And just knowing that sometimes it can feel like you don't have enough arms to do the things that you need to do. There are not enough hours in a day, or there are not enough, you know, there's not enough of you to give out into your day to day and doing things that you need to be doing. But it's really about you focusing on the things that are most important to you. Prioritizing is something that's really coming into mind here. And I feel like there's this energy of you understanding all points of views during this time. Maybe you're not that type of person in general, but right now you're at a place where you can see all different sides of the perspective spectrum, in whatever situation you might be in a relationship, in, you know, a situation at work, or with what's going on at home, things like that. I feel like you're able to really empathize and understand what other people are feeling, thinking, and understanding, and, you know, taking that in and helping you to bring about peace in your life, bring about more alignment, bring about more growth and healing for you. The fact that you chose the octopus, I'm really called to talk about how incredibly adaptive octos are, how they can really get out of anywhere, like they can escape from the teeny tiniest little hole. And I think that there is something in popping up in which you might be trying to run away from it. You might be trying to escape from it because it's just adding so much pressure or anxiety in your life that it's time for you to escape it. And really what I feel like is you're being called here. 8 is so significant in this reading too. The fact that we have 8 amazing readers coming together to bring you messages from the different elements. You chose an octopus, which has 8 legs, and then this focus card is also 35 condensing to 8. If I would take it a little further, 9 minus 1 with 19 is 8. So it's really interesting. I feel like this is really about you getting back into yourself, like I said, touching into your gifts and prioritizing what you need for you in order to be better serving for others that you want to be there for. And I'm not saying to like let yourself spread thin and serve everyone in your life. I'm saying that you're being called to really focus on what's important to you, prioritize who you want to serve or what you want to get done, and not feel like you have to have this obligation to everyone that's asking you for something. Because let's get real here, not everybody is, you know, coming to you with the best interest or the best heart, that kind of thing. Some people are literally just leeching off of your energy, trying to get the most that they can out of you without reciprocating that same aspect of love, that same aspect of, you know, generosity and support that you would give. So keep that in mind, pile 1. Also, a Libra moon. I have a lot of air placements. And even if you don't, I feel like this is really about you getting more into your logical thought processes and not necessarily be so, you know, in one way of thinking or in one way of seeing things or understanding things. You are diversifying and able to see all sides of the coin. Like I said, balance is the key here. We have number 35 again, closing circle, pure intent, sacred doors, timing, experience. Okay, and you have a bonus card that wanted to come out. So we have 24 Vodun roots, a respect, survival, liberation, freedom. I love that. And then I do want to draw these for you guys. What does pile 1 need to hear from the element of air? So the element of air, I want pile 1 to know. Ooh, 2 again, guys. So we have Venus coming out here with love, beauty, romance, Friday, Taurus/Libra. Interesting. Courtship, aesthetics, sex appeal, affection, sensuality, values, pleasure, grace, gratitude, inspiration, self-worth. And then you also have Jupiter with abundance here. Growth, expansion, Sagittarius/Pisces. Thursday, higher education, philosophy, good luck, optimism, faith, generosity, prosperity. So, very cool to see this come out for you guys, pile 1. I just realized I forgot my tarot deck over there. 1 second. Okay, pile 1, I am here. Okay, pile 1, I am here with your cards. I feel like I need to kind of go into your oracles first before I shuffle out some tarot for you. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of energy coming through about partnerships, whether it be romantic or not. I feel like some of you might be getting married soon or engaged, so take that if it resonates. Don't shoot the messenger if it's not for you. You will know, but definitely it feels like your partnerships are strengthening at this time. I feel like your partnership with not just necessarily romantic, like I said, but also with the people in your life that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. This could be your coworkers, your friends, your family. This could even be a relationship with yourself, as I feel like you're learning to really accept all parts of yourself, really see your self-worth and your inspiration. Thursday seems to be a very prominent, Thursday, Friday. So those 2 days might hold a lot for you as far as love, abundance in love. I feel like that is coming through. And again, really focusing on the people that are there and matter for you in your life. And that's really going to help you to, be the best you for them versus like spreading yourself thin, like I said earlier. I think that you putting up boundaries that you need for yourself with, like I said, focusing on the prioritizing, I should stop saying focusing, but this is the word that keeps showing up, prioritizing the things that you are wanting to focus on, the things and the people that you want to focus on in your life is really going to help you to feel liberated, to feel free, to feel you, and really get back to what makes you happy, honestly. I feel like there's a lot about, manifestations coming through as well. This could be some of you manifesting a partner in your life, because I feel like these leaves, they're not necessarily bay leaves, but they make me think of bay leaves, which feels like, burning a bay leaf with your manifestation, that kind of a thing. But it does, like I said, feel like you need to really work on putting up boundaries as far as who you allow to take up space and time in your life right now. I'm not saying you have to cut people off or anything like that, but just set healthy boundaries in a way that is beneficial to you, so that you don't feel like you're giving out too much or people are sucking life out of you. You know what I mean? The 6 of Swords, yeah, coming about peace, bringing peace and harmony into your life. By doing so, I feel like this is a really big thing. Libra energy seems to be very prominent as well. So like I said, you might be a Libra or someone who is a Libra in your life. With Libra, significant Libra placements might be playing a significant role very soon, coming into your life, being there as a friend, as a partner, that sort of a thing. Also the Sun, this pile, here we go, 4 of Swords. Pile 1 needs to know from element of air. Tower. I'm not taking reversals, but I am taking into consideration what things are, if that makes sense. Okay. You also have the 9 of Swords. The back of your deck, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting for you guys, pile 1, is that there are some people, situations that you should have walked away from a long time ago, or at least it's like this is like the second wave of okay, it's time to let go. It's time to close the door on certain things that have been really giving you stress and anxiety, holding you back essentially because you feel like you need to be there for someone in particular. I do feel like the element of air is also calling you to do things that make you feel happy. If it's not serving you, it's not making you happy, it's not, bringing you joy in your life, maybe it's time for you to be able to say no to certain things or people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the air element is really coming through strongly to tell you, like, in order to avoid this tower moment that, either this tower moment for some of you has already happened or you're going to avoid one as you really hone in on what it is that brings you joy, what matters most in your life versus just doing all the things just to be busy. For example, you chose the octo. Octopus have 8 legs. Now, does that mean you need to be doing something with each leg all of the time? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And even if he only had 2 legs, which most humans do, not trying to exclude anybody, by the way, we don't, it doesn't matter whether you have 1 leg or 2 legs or 3 legs or none. We don't need to be doing something all the time for someone else. It's sometimes, I don't like to say, I've been saying this a lot, but I don't like to say be selfish because I don't feel like it's selfish when you're doing things for you. We could be doing so many things for so long to serve other people. You might identify with people pleaser energy. I'm hearing abandonment as well, so that might be something. Take it only if it resonates, of course. And I feel like there's a lot surrounding like you having to be of service, you having to be, um, doing something for someone in order for you to feel worthy. But really, you just need to know that you are worthy as you are. And it's not selfish for you to take the time to focus on what you need to do in order to move forward in your life. Because if you don't do these actions, if you don't take that inspired action towards the goals that you have or the manifestations that you've been bringing in, no one else is going to do it for you. I also feel like I'm hearing don't focus on the how when it comes to certain manifestations that you have. Just embody that energy of like it's already yours, and the how will fall into place naturally. Things will start popping up for you in which you're presented with opportunities that you can say yes to that'll bring you closer, if that makes sense, to whatever it is that you're manifesting. Things will naturally fall away as you focus on the things that you are really wanting to accomplish for you and that bring you joy and happiness. Things will naturally fall away that are not meant for you. And though it may feel like tower moments, though it may feel like chaos and craziness and like, why is this happening? Understand that it's happening for you and not to you. Understand that sometimes good things have to fall apart in order for better things to come together. I do feel like there is this energy calling you to really have that pure heart of yours. I feel like most of you already have that, like you don't even need to try. But really, as long as you know in your heart that you're doing what is good for you and for those that you love most, whether it be something that maybe you need to do, this isn't like a winning out. How can I better explain this? I feel like Mercury retrograde is really screwing with my words here, so I apologize. But I feel like this pure intention of you having those pure intentions in your heart, as long as you have that pure intention and you don't mean, to be doing anything malicious, if that makes sense, you have nothing to worry about. Because I do feel like you're always second guessing, or you may be recently second guessing the things that you say yes to or the things that you do instead of not do. You know what I mean? Like, wait, should I have done that? Wait, should I, will this affect so-and-so? Really understand that you're worthy of these opportunities. And if you keep passing on opportunities to other people just because they mean something to you or are important to you in some way, you're never going to move forward. You're never going to take that step forward through the door. So for example, like it's like I'm being shown you holding the door open and never actually going inside because you're just standing there holding the door open for everyone else to go in. And you're getting wet from like the storm or the rain or whatever, when you could actually go inside and hold the door open from there if you wanted, and you wouldn't be outside getting dumped on. You know, it's time for you to pass on the torch. You don't need to be the one doing everything for everyone all the time. You can hold the door open for a few people and then pass it on to the next person to hold open the door. You know, like, it's kind of just what I'm being shown. It's a weird example maybe, but I feel like that's kind of getting the point across, and I hope it does. So yeah, I feel like you guys have a lot in terms of like feeling like you need to include everybody, feeling like everybody is taken care of. You might be a nurturer in your family, and really it's time for you to step into divine masculine energy, because I do feel like this is more divine feminine as far as like where you are currently, and moving into that divine masculine and understanding that you can still have both. It's balancing these energies out. And while standing in your divine feminine energy, it doesn't matter what you identify as. You guys know that we're all inclusive here, and it's all about energy. We have both feminine and masculine energy within us, and right now it feels more so like you're standing in your feminine, nurturing and taking care of everybody else, but it's really time for you to stand in your masculine a little bit more and go lean into that, where you are the, I don't want to say dictator, but you are like the leader of your life. You are the king of your life. You are the conqueror. You are the one that can go and do all the things and set boundaries, have discipline in your life, and not just discipline for you, but also for those around you, you know? I feel like there's so much of you to give that you feel like you need to, but really these 8 legs are not meant for you to just be giving to everybody all the time. It's also meant for you to be taking care of yourself and moving forward for you. I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over, and I do apologize, but I feel like that's a very big message coming through as far as you really learning to lean into that energy and heal that wound. Like I said, I heard abandonment earlier, and that might be something that you identify with, having abandonment wounds from before, from childhood, from adolescence. And for others of you, I do feel like with that abandonment comes with this people-pleasing energy, where you feel like you need to do, or you're not worthy of love, or you're not going to be valued, you know? But really, you're worthy all on your own. You don't have to do something for someone just to be worthy of their love or attention or things like that. What does pile want to hear from elements of air? We have the wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body, hair, take a breath. Exactly. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Air is essentially that breath. I'm just hearing ha, like that kind of thing. So taking that breath, and in Hawaiian culture, ha is so sacred. It's the breath of life, literally. And I think it's really cool how you are being called to take a breath. What are you thirsty for? What haven't you been able to take a drink of because you're too busy passing the water to someone else, you know? And I think that it's really about you taking care of yourself before the universe comes and brings you something that forces you to take care of yourself, that forces you to put yourself first and give yourself some self-love back, you know? I feel like it's about breathing out this sigh of relief that the world isn't on your shoulders anymore, because you feel like you have so much to take care of, so many people to tend to, things like that. And it's time for you to stand tall in who you are and where you want to go. We have the Water Oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions. It's destined, coming out for you as well as follow the stream, dedication, trust, future, rivers, and oceans. So, pile 1. Back of your deck, we have making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. It's your time. Achievement. Wow. Okay. The element of air is asking you to for sure bring yourself into balance. I think I've rang that bell way too many times in this reading, but in case you didn't catch the drift, it's really about you following what is meant for you. I'm hearing How Far I'll Go from Moana, so that might be a significant song for you guys to listen to. I feel like this is about you really leaning into your gifts, your abilities. You might be even having, you know, astral dreams or psychic dreams, psychic visions, things like that, clairvoyance, clear gifts coming into your life that you've been questioning and doubting yourself, and you've been saying like, nah, it can't be, or, you know, whatever, kind of just brushing it off. But I feel like it's really about you trusting in you. And if this is something you want to lean into, go for it. And it doesn't even have to be psychic abilities. It can be literally any gift that's popping up for you that is making you feel like, oh, you know, second guessing yourself and brushing it off as if it were nothing, but it keeps appearing for you. I feel like that's something that I need to really touch on here, is like, follow where these signs are taking you, because they're popping up for a reason. You know, future rivers and oceans. It starts with a stream of water, a small bit of water, and you got to follow that stream to get to the bigger area where you are going, where you are destined to be, and growing and doing bigger and better things for you and the people that matter most in your life. With making waves here, I mean, it literally says it's your time for achievement. It is your time for achievement. The eights that keep coming up for you are really about taking action, making changes, regenerating for you, because 8 is that infinite cycle that we have, the infinity symbol, and it's really about you trusting that you have all that it takes to achieve and attain what it is that you want. Step into your power. Take your power back in your life, where you've given it so freely to others, and maybe not so freely for some of you, but for many of you, you know, you feel like you need to be there for those people. You need to be that person for others, when really you also need to be that person for you, because you're going to look back one day and wonder, like, why am I still standing still and everyone's way over there? It's because you've been letting people go first. It's time for you to leave that behind and move forward. I'm really excited for you, pile 1. So let's finish off now with advice and guidance. I feel like you guys would have a lot of messages in the other elements as well, and I'm interested to see like what connects, how it connects. And I feel like there isn't going to necessarily be a resounding message in each element, but rather cumulative message, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Like I said, Mercury retrograde at the time, this is the time it's reading, but at the time of upload, it's Mercury retrograde at its finest, of course. And I feel like you guys are really going to hear a message that you need in different aspects of your life, because with the elements coming together as one, it's making you this ultimate being, you know what I mean? So advice and guidance for pile 1, please. Did something flip over, or am I crazy? I'm crazy. Okay. Pile 1, advice and guidance for pile 1, please. We have number 18. I am kind-hearted. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. You are kind-hearted, pile 1. I feel like you guys do the most for other people, and I've said it many times in this reading, but you can also align your goals with those that you love, you know what I mean? But if you're not showing up for you, you're not going to get where you need to go. You can still remain kind-hearted as you set boundaries, as you move forward in your own life. 000, you are the one with the creator. You are one with the creator. Wow. And there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. I am a creator, and you are. Just hearing, I am a creator. 555. A major shift is about to come into your life. Experience and change your life's path direction. I read that wrong. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Big changes coming for you guys as far as like the things that you are doing and achieving in this life. The back of your deck, we have 333. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be positive. Be a positive light to others. I am powerful. So extremely incredible reading, you guys. Pile 1, you have powerful energy amongst you. This is a weird way to do it, but 5 plus 3 is 8. Literally, you have 8 here. 1 represents self. So really, this is all about momentum, change, movement, regeneration, stepping into your power, you know, overcoming the things that are thrown your way. I feel like you're going to catch every curveball, you know, you're going to swing at every curveball and actually make it, as opposed to thinking it's going to be a strike, you know what I mean? Or a ball, excuse me, not a strike. But definitely understand, like, having those intentions in your heart, you are kind-hearted. This is a reminder that you have that pure intention within you, and it's okay for you to move forward and do things for you while still having that intention in your heart. You can have both. I feel like it's like you can have everything if you just allow yourself a little bit of breathing room. I think it's really about you pouring back into yourself and knowing that you can't pour from an empty jug, you know? If you keep pouring and pouring and pouring in your water into other people's buckets, you're going to end up with an empty bucket, and you need to be able to fill that back up, overflow it, in fact, so that you can continuously give out to other people. But remember that there's a balance. Don't wait till you're completely depleted of water in your bucket in order for you to move forward in your life, in order for you to keep, you know, not move forward, but like in order for you to give yourself self-love or self-care or nurture and heal and get back to you and in alignment with you. You know what I mean? People gotta pour in your bucket too. It's not just you, okay? Okay, it's more than okay for you to go after the things that you want, to pour into yourself, okay? So that is where I'm gonna leave your reading finally. I'll stop blabbering, but please go ahead and check out the other readings from the different elements. I will drop them all in the description box down below, like I said in the intro, but in case you missed it, please go ahead and check them out. Give them a subscribe if you feel called, because they're absolutely magical and incredible. And yes, you guys, I feel like I'm excited for you and the things that are coming in your life. Really navigating those waves and riding them, as opposed to being like tossed around in it and just barely surviving. But yes, thank you guys so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it brought you what you needed to hear. Please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below an octopus emoji so I know that you're from pile 1. Let me know how this resonated for you. Let me know whatever you want to share with me down below. I appreciate it. Every like and comment means more than you know. It helps me to understand that I'm doing the most for you, or I'm doing great for you at least. And yeah. Also, if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye! What's up, pile 2? If you chose this strawberry boba, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put her right over here. And let's dive right on in, shall we? If you missed the intro, please don't forget to go check out the other readings from the different elements down below. I have them all linked with their corresponding element, and just check them out in general. They're absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal. We have 45, part of fortune increase, and number 32, vitality with fig. Wow. Whew, pile 2. I'm already getting so many things. Taurus energy is present here as well, which is actually an earth sign, but we are bringing you messages from the air element. So not necessarily air signs, but air element, which interestingly enough has a lot to do with air itself, breath and life. Like literally air is the key to life, right? At least we can't breathe without air, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm getting way too deep into that. Not sure why. You might be somebody who likes to talk about, you might be somebody who overshares a little bit, or when you get nervous, something like that. But again, take it only if it resonates. I do feel like there's a lot happening for you, pile 2. I feel like that you have been through so much. I'm really just curious. How many bobas? 7 bobas. Okay. You've really been through a lot. Not just lately, but in general. I feel like there's a lot to say about your transformation, a lot to say about your healing journey, a lot to say about your awakening journey. For some of you, Kundalini energy might be significant just because I'm really called to the snake here on this card. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you have gone through so much to get to where you are. And maybe some of you haven't really taken the time to look back at just how much you've grown and how far you've come and how much you've had to heal from, or through. And healing is not linear. Okay, it's not a linear thing. It's never ever done. It's always a thing. And even though you feel like you completely healed from something, things can always stir it up, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely human and normal to have those things come up for you. But I do feel like you need to know that this isn't for nothing, that you have gone through so much to get to where you are and where you need to go and be the person that you are now and are going to be in the future. So just want to point that out, that you've really come so far and your guides are so proud of you. Air element is so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So you guys are absolutely incredible. All of you are. And again, I feel like manifestations come through. I feel like this leaf is on every card, but I've only been feeling called to talk about like how it reminds me of a bay leaf now. I've never really talked about them because they never really stood out to me, but I feel like doing a lot of work on yourself has allowed you to really manifest a much better life for yourself, a much better future for yourself that you are currently manifesting as well. And I feel like you need to understand too that you are going to start to see things flow more easily to you, really embracing the sweetness of life, if you will, because I'm just being called to how figs are used as a sweetener, and in the most healthy way. I think that there are times in which you feel like you deserve to be punished for things, but really you don't. There's this energy too that you need to know that things were not happening to you but for you. I think a lot of you already know that saying, and we hear it a lot in the reading and spiritual community. And the fact that we hear it a lot doesn't necessarily mean that we take it into consideration or that we understand fully that, yeah, it is happening for me. Because when you're going through it, sometimes it just feels really shitty, like, why is this happening, like, what the fuck? And sometimes we don't even understand it. And I just want you to know, like, it's okay. It's okay for you to feel that way. It's okay for you to get angry and upset. It's okay for you to have whatever it is that you're feeling. And also not sure why it's coming out this way. I'm just going to allow things to flow as they do. So please bear with me. But I do feel like your success, your desires, your goals, your happiness is really what's being brought to the forefront here in your life. And it has a lot to do with you and just your pure heart. Honestly, I feel like every pile is going to have that energy come through. Your pure intentions, your pure heart, your kindness, your soul, and just understanding, like, as long as you're walking in love and you're acting in love, there's not anything that you feel like you should feel like you're getting punished for. There's no such thing as loving too much and being punished for it, although it may feel that way for sure. Just understand, like, you're not doing anything wrong. I feel like that's someone needed to hear that. And don't feel like you need to take on everything all at once as well. Pile 2, I feel like there is this energy of, like, because you have such big dreams, a million dreams coming up again. You guys might be the pile that hears it all the time, but A Million Dreams by The Greatest Showman. You might have really big dreams that you feel like are so far-fetched and so out of this world, and other people might tell you, like, you're crazy, that's not going to happen, but literally I feel like it's going to. Just really understand, like, don't have any fear of failure. Like, I know it's easier said than done to not be afraid to fail, but it's only a fail if you don't learn something. It's only a fail if you don't experience something that allows you to get stronger or grow in some way. And we might not realize the lesson until much later, but just trust in that. I also feel like you need to know that don't take on more than you can chew. Don't take on more than you can chew. For example, when you drink boba, sometimes we have too much boba come up the straw and it's like too many balls in our mouth. That sounded really dirty, so that's just, sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. My guides are just cracking me up. We don't want too many balls in our mouth. Boba balls, to be clear, okay? And otherwise we're going to choke on them, and we don't want to do that. We want to have a nice balance of things, a nice balance of our milk tea or whatever flavor you like to get with our boba, right? It's like a good ratio if you think about that. So that was funny. Okay, sorry guys. Let's see what else the air element wants you to know. Pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know from the air element? Okay, we have, I'm going to butcher this and I don't mean to, but number 19, 𝒕𝒐𝒔𝒔. I think it's 𝒔𝒊𝒏. Wildness, enigma, service choices. And I wasn't going to take 2, but I feel like last pile had 2 come out on purpose, like just happen. I feel like I need to take 2 for you as well, at least for this deck. Oh, that was too many. I just want one more, please. What does the air element want pile 2 to know? Okay, perfect. We have number 8, hidden familiars, allies, natural assistant, divine support, comfort. I love that. Okay, let's move this down. And then I'm going to shuffle one more deck, guys. And your tarot. What does pile 2 need to know from the air element? What does air element want pile 2 to know? There we go. We have South Node, karmic past. Comfort zone, mastery, old habits, the past, unfinished business, current gifts / talents, natural strengths, limitations, potential, stagnancy. All right, pile 2. You guys definitely have an energy here of really balancing out yourself. It's very similar to pile 1, but at the same time different, so different. In the sense that you have a lot of great things coming your way. So it's really important for you to be in balance with yourself, to make sure that you're not taking on more than you can handle at this time, especially if an opportunity sprouts up and you're not able to take it because you have so much on your plate already. I feel like that's a really big thing, and just trusting in your fire. Fire element is coming through really, really strong, whether you have fire placements, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You don't have to have those placements by any means, but you might even just have a really strong message from the fire element as well. If you don't know, air actually makes fire stronger, right? I think air correlates to a lot of the elements, to be honest with you, but that's kind of what I'm getting, is like you need to breathe really good, if that makes sense. Like, take the time to breathe as you are allowing that burn inside of you to just go, if that makes sense. Your whatever lights your soul on fire, I feel like that's kind of what's unfolding for you. It's like getting into alignment with your gifts, getting into alignment with what you really want, and those things flowing more easily to you because of that. I think that you have allies in your corner, or they will be popping up in your corner if you feel like you don't have them right now, and just trusting in that you are divinely supported and protected, that you can take comfort in knowing that you're on the right path and you're doing all the things and you're worthy of the things that are unfolding for you and coming your way. I do feel like some of you might be worried about like past things coming up, and that's just something that's going to happen and occur naturally as we grow, as we go through life, you know. But with South Node popping up in particular here, I do feel like it's about you getting out of your comfort zone and stepping out of it. In order for you to get to where you want to go, you kind of have to go through an uncomfortable phase. Like, yes, all of these great things are coming towards you and flowing to you more easily, but only if you allow yourself to step out of your box a little bit. And not a whole lot, you know, just step by step. And I feel like this is also allowing you to let go of things that you might have leaned on as a crutch in order for you to, you know, do certain things, or feel like you needed XYZ in order for you to perform. I'm being called to my crystal here in my hand, like I always feel like I need to hold on to it as I channel, or I won't be channeling very well. And really what my guide is saying here is to let go of feeling like you need to be reliant on something or having that comfort blanket. I'm just seeing Linus in my head from Charlie Brown holding on to that blanket of his, and I feel like it's really about you letting it go and allowing yourself to see that you are just as powerful and magical without that comfort blanket. Trust in your gifts and your abilities, and trust that you're worthy of, like I said, all the things that are flowing towards you. I do feel like that potential stagnancy is popping out to me here at the bottom if you don't allow yourself to step outside of your box a little bit. If you don't allow yourself to spread your wings, you'll never see that you can actually fly. Butterfly by Mariah Carey might be a significant song for some of you, but let's go ahead and shuffle some tarot to get some clarity here. What does 𝒕𝒐𝒔𝒔 need to know from the air element? What does air element want 𝒕𝒐𝒔𝒔 to know? I dropped it. Hold on. Okay. We have the Chariot, which is absolutely incredible. 7 being significant in your reading. 7 Boba balls on that Boba. 7 is the Chariot. We also have number 7 here, the 7 of Swords. What's happening? What does 𝒕𝒐𝒔 need to know from the air element? We have Justice coming out for you. No reversals today. What does 𝒕𝒐𝒔 need to know from the air element? Oops, almost dropped it. We also have the 4 of Swords. Does the air element want 𝒕𝒐𝒔? The 10 of Pentacles. Back of your deck with the King of Cups. Pile 2. Wow, okay. Kind of similar to pile 1, but like I said, very different. It's really interesting how balance is such a huge thing coming through. And I feel like it's because air elements, if you think about the air signs, there's a lot of balance there as far as, like, you know, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Aquarius is oftentimes like get that stigma that they're like airy and out there and different, and I feel like that's what makes them so balanced, is because they're not totally in the ground, you know what I mean? And what I mean, if you don't know what I mean, I'm just kind of relaying the thoughts out of my, anyways, because Aquarius is an air sign and they're known to be, like, you know, different and thinking outside of the box and things like that, but they're also called the water bearer, which is really connected to nature. And I feel like there's a balance there in the Aquarius sign. There's also a balance in Gemini because there's twins, you know, they're different sides of the coin. And with Libra, it's literally balance, the scales, right? And I feel like this is really calling you to find balance in yourself, find balance in your life, and really lean into that. I feel like that, like I said, don't take more than you can chew, or you're going to have a very difficult time, or you won't be able to take advantage of certain opportunities that come your way because you don't have enough space on your plate. Or going back to the Boba reference, you don't have enough space in your mouth to take another bite or to drink more, you know what I mean? And what the air element is here telling you is that there are great things coming for you. You're finding success and moving forward in such a powerful and strong, energetic way. I feel like your gifts are definitely incorporated into this some way, shape, or form, whether it be because you are a light worker or a healer or a medium of some kind, you know. I feel like there's this energy of, like, you use your gifts in whatever way that you do to do your purpose or your career. Because, like I said, not I didn't say it out loud, I said it in my head, so let's get that straight. Sometimes our life purpose is not necessarily what we do for a living, like for payment, for, money to live and survive in the human world, if that makes sense. And that's totally fine. Not all of us are, you know, need to do that. But if you do, even more so lean into that. I feel like this is just really talking about balance and enjoying the sweetness with the saltiness, if that makes sense, of the flavor. I also of life. You know, I feel like there's so much reference to food here. Maybe you guys are hungry, but so if you are, go get a snack and come back, okay? But anyway, really strategizing as far as like how you get things done. Take a little bite and then move on to the next bite. You know, like with this Seven of Swords here, normally it's about like sneakiness and deception, but like what other people don't realize too is that the Seven of Swords is also about strategy. It can also be about social media. So some of you guys might be seeing an increase in money making or fortune or abundance of some kind in your social media, if that's what you are into. But I do feel like there's a balance here as far as like working on these swords to carry them. The snake is going to carry them away, and then coming back for the rest and carry more, rather than trying to struggle carrying all 7 swords. You know, it's strategy. It's about making sure you're moving forward in a balanced way, and your transformative energy is so powerful and potent here that you're really stepping into that. You're really embracing the things that have been unfolding for you and that you've been going through on your journey. I feel like there's this sense of balance in which you have found a way to find peace, but also if you need to like have your sword up and be on the defense or whatever it is on attack mode, you can do so easily because nothing phases you. I feel like you're prepared for it all. That's what I'm hearing. With the Four of Swords, though, I do feel like, again, it's really about you taking some time to do what you need to do for you in moderation. We don't want to rest too much, and at the same point, the same end of the sword, we don't want to overdo it. You know, we want to get back into the action, into the swing of things, in order for us to achieve this Ten of Pentacles life, which I feel like it's coming towards you. It's flowing towards you more easily. But again, don't do too much too fast. Just do it step by step. Take one bite at a time. Finish chewing and swallowing before you shove another bite of food in your mouth, if that makes sense. Again, with the food references, I'm not sure what's going on, but King of Cups here at the back of your deck, and then the Eight of Cups behind that. Again, not reversed, not looking at reversals, but it's the Eight of Cups behind there. I do feel like you're leaving behind old ways and which you feel like you had to do all the things and keep going, shoveling food into your mouth to move on to the next, and making sure that you get everything, but you actually understand like the things that are meant for you are going to line up great for you and allow you to do what you need to do without feeling like you're overdoing it, if that makes sense. And I think like it's really about you leaning into your light side and your dark side, your fire and your water, your all the things in a balanced way in order for you to achieve a full and abundant life, one that's actually very fulfilling to you emotionally and healing. I think that there's a lot to be said about how you go about this. And with that being said, I do want to draw these cards. These are the healing water cards that I got recently from my mom. So thank you, Mom. But definitely feeling like there's an energy here that you are worthy of all the things that are coming. Just don't do too much. And at the same point, don't lean too much into resting either. Balance is like a huge thing. Let it go. Release the past. Forgive, soften, move forward. The fact that this is going to be right on top of your karmic past, understanding that it's okay to let it go. It's okay to not dwell on it. You can move on from it and not feel like something's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Having that pure heart and pure intention moving forward is all that you really need, and understanding like it's time for you to, you don't necessarily have to forgive those who have wronged you, because I feel like that's like, what was that? Sorry, that's my dog. You don't have to forgive the person who's wronged you, but really forgive yourself for feeling like any type of way about the situation that's just living rent-free in your heart and in your mind. Because that's taking up space for your abundance to come in, if that makes sense. I feel like it's about you forgiving in your way, as long whatever it is that allows you to release what has happened and move forward and not feel any type of negativity around that. What does pile 2 need to know about, oh, from the air element? Wow. We have stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. Yes, which is why moving forward in such a balanced way is what's going to get you out of feeling stagnant, out of feeling like there's a lull happening in your life, if there is one. You know, take it if it resonates. But I feel like this is really about you understanding, like, sometimes things get stuck because you have to free yourself of things that have been holding you back, things that have been taking up space for your abundance to flow forward. And I feel like that's what's happening for you. One more, please. We have making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. Exactly. Pile 2. Exactly. You're making waves. You're riding the waves. You're riding it like a freaking badass surfer into the waves, and you are catching them all with ease and not falling down because you are achieving the things. It is your freaking time. Back of your deck is the rainbow. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. Definitely so much energy surrounding you moving forward in the best way and embracing this new life that's unfolding for you. I feel like you have been manifesting this for a long ass time, and it's about time that it pops off for you. And just trust that you're worthy. Trust that it's happening for you. Trust that you deserve this. Okay, advice and guidance for pile 2, please. Advice and guidance for pile 2, please. What does pile 2 need to know from the air elements? 12-12. Stay focused on your Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. I'm focused. Seriously, exactly what I've been trying to relay into your reading the whole time. Trust. Advice and guidance for pile 2, please. We have number 21. So threes might be significant, as well as 12s and 21. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do. From your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects, I am inspiring. You are totally inspiring, and understand, like, you're worth being listened to. You know what I mean? Look at this, another one. 2s and 3s. You have a zest for life, and you are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement and need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. I am adventurous, and I feel like you are going on the most incredible, magical journey of your life, adventure of your life. Back of your deck, 30. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. Yes, pile 2. Absolutely. So incredible. This is where I'm going to leave your reading. I hope that it brought you all that you needed to hear and know and clarify things for you from the element of air. Please don't forget to check out the other readers from bringing you messages from the other elements, and all of them are linked down below in the description box. Go ahead and subscribe to them. They are absolutely magical. And yes, thank you so much for being here and allowing me to do this for you. If you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. It lets me know how much you enjoyed it. I love to hear all the things as well and talk story with you in the comment section. And yes, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. What's up, pile 3? If you chose the Cupcake Ducky, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. And we're going to just dive right on in. Don't forget to check out the other readers bringing you messages from the other elements. They are all dropped down below. I absolutely love them all, so please go ahead and check them out. Give them a subscribe in case you missed the intro. I love them. Like I said, let's dive in. 36, gratitude. This is actually air energy, which is really cool, with Gemini as well. Coming up here, pink rose. And then you also have number 3, Mercury, mind. Mercury is definitely Gemini energy as well. Wow, I love this for you guys. Okay, definitely this is all these blah, 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 blah. This is a timeless reading. Wow. And definitely whenever you come across this is when you're meant to find it. However, if you're watching at the time of upload, we're in the swing of Mercury retrograde, which is really interesting. That your message here coming through right off the bat has a lot to do with Mercury energy and communication and having gratitude, to bring about more, I guess, balance as well. That seems to be the key here in the readings. Definitely you have a powerful way of using your words, so really be mindful of how you use them and communicate with others. For some of you, travel might be something that's going to come up for you as well as expanding your knowledge. Really understanding like you have all of this like charm and wit about you, and I think that that's going to bring you closer to what we tap into with this reading. Not gonna lie, this part feels a little bit vague as far as like exactly what's coming across for each of you, which means one of two things. We're going to get deeper into it as I pull more cards, or this is reaching such a broad spectrum of you that there's a general message of you really being mindful of how you communicate and also expressing gratitude for everything that you have going on in your life right now, because gratitude is really the currency of manifestations. I feel like that's really calling you to get connected to what you're grateful for every day. Even if it's like your worst day ever, there's something that you can be grateful for, and I think that's going to push you a lot further than you realize. I think it's something that some of us, we kind of brush off or take for granted as far as like gratitude goes, and others of us are really great about, you know, having a gratitude list every day, writing it out or saying it out or whatever it is, you know, whatever works for you essentially. And I love that you have 3 and 36. 36 condenses to 9 about attainment, which is why I feel like this has to do with manifestation or goal of some kind. You're attaining something, you're completing, you're getting really close to completing it. And I'm just hearing stop and smell the roses. You know, sometimes we're so focused on the end goal that we don't realize just how beautiful the journey is and what we are experiencing currently and how it's going to bring us, you know, so much more joy when we reach the goal, if that makes sense, the finish line. And yeah, definitely using your mind and your communication skills, your knowledge to push you where you need to go. But let's get more. I definitely feel like you guys are expanding a lot of growth, a lot of communication, problem solving, and just, yeah, teamwork. I feel like collaborating with others might come up for you guys as well. What does pile 3 need to know from the air elements? We have number 21, wow, which condenses to 3, Baraka, power, strength, force, expansion. I'm going to get one more of these. Does pile 3 need to know from the air element? We have 35, closing circle, pure intent, sacred doors, timing, experience. Okay, we're also going to draw these here. What does pile 3 need to know from the air element? Does the air element want pile 3 to know? We have 11th house, community, definitely collaborating. Society, organizations, friends, social circle, giving back, hopes and wishes, group activities, membership, networks, memberships, networking, excuse me, social consciousness, and 11th house with that Aquarius energy right there. Definitely air element has been present here in every single pile, and I love it so much. Wow. Okay, let's move this more. Pile 3. Wow. I mean, 333, 33. That might be really significant for you guys, especially since you are pile 3 and all the 3s coming out for you. I feel like this is really about growth, really about expansion, really about you bringing about your abundance with the connections that you are making and have currently in your life. I also feel like this has a lot to do with balance, as well as I touched on earlier, just because like moving forward, in order for you to, you know, attain all of this, which is essentially what it has felt like is coming out, is that you have to be balanced. And the power of 3, I'm hearing the power of 3 listed as 3. So it's really cool to hear that, because there's so much balance there as well. And tripod type of like stools or things like that are very well balanced, so more balanced than one that has 4, if that makes sense. So I definitely feel like that's a huge thing coming through as well, really stepping into your power in order for you to grow and expand, in order for you to reach success, and being grateful in that energy whilst moving about your journey here. I also feel like that, you know, you have a lot of good timing on your side, and these experiences that you've had throughout your growth and expansion are really what's going to help you become that much stronger and know what to do in times under pressure or things like that, or working with other people. You kind of know how to handle that because of the experiences that you've gone through. Pile 3, I feel like I'm being called to like how you make a cupcake, and how there's so many different ingredients that have to come together, so vast and so different, yet they come together to make this incredible, delicious creation. So I feel like that's exactly your theme here. It's like you have all these different things that are going to affect how it is that you move forward throughout this whole thing. So let's see, what does pile 3 need to know from the air element, please? We have Queen of Cups. What does pile 3 need to know from the air element, please? We have 5 of Cups. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. What does pile 3 need to know from the air element? We have the 4 of Wands. What does pile 3 need to know from the air element? Whoa! Oh boy. Okay, I made a mess. So what does pile 3 need to know? Does the air element want pile 3 to know? Queen of Swords. Okay, the back of your deck, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, I had to drink some water. Pile 3. You might have to drink water too. But definitely, I feel like this has a lot to do with you coming into balance with your emotions and your thoughts. I feel like with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups coming out here, that you are finding a balance in your logical self and your emotional self, and not feeling like you have to be one way or the other. No, it's both, you know, using your mind and your heart to move forward, using your mind and your heart to have gratitude in your heart and in your life in order for you to achieve the things that you're going to be achieving. I feel like this is like a new opportunity, a new beginning coming forward. And really, like, I love how the hands are holding the 2 cups that are still good in this 5 of Cups, as opposed to like being like, no, you know, it could have been like, no, over the spilled cups, you know, because that's typically how we see the 5 of Cups in most decks, where, you know, the person is like, oh my gosh, my 3 cups spills, and not even looking at the 2 cups, like really being grateful that you still have those 2 cups. You still have these 2 cups filled with water, and it's okay that the 3 cups filled over, because you can just go and get new ones. You're not worried. It's not having that lack mindset and thinking that, you know, you lost 3 and that sucks, you know. It's understanding like you still have 2, and that's plenty. I also feel like this is about you really starting something that's going to blossom with other people, whether it be a friendship group, whether it be a community organization or something like that. This could even be with family, but definitely like a new beginning of some kind that's going to really flourish, and you're going to have so much happiness and success and like fulfillment here with the Four of Wands coming out. I feel like this is really about celebrating you, celebrating people, celebrating those in your life and around you or in your circle, whatever this, you know, applies to as far as community goes. I feel like it's going to be different. Like I said, this part was vague when we came up in the beginning, and I think it's because there are so many different scenarios or situations that are going to be applied here for whoever is watching this. And so with that being said, I do feel like this is really like about you softening your heart, about you really being compassionate and open to receiving, empathetic, and those same feelings are going to be reciprocated to you as well. You can also understand too that you don't have to be all in emotionally and not in your mind at all. I mean, typically the Queen of Swords is depicted as someone who is very unbiased, very unwilling to bend, and here the Queen of Swords looks very kind, very open, very understanding and forgiving. You know what I mean? I feel like this is really about, and I say she because queen, but like it really doesn't matter what you identify as, it's just energy. But this is all about you having that balance and coming together to really see that you need a bit of both in order to be successful, a bit of both in order for you to be the best version of you, and understanding like there's so much creative opportunities coming your way. You have so much ideas flowing to you, so many things in your mind that are worth going after and sharing with other people, while also taking the feedback of others, while also being open to collaborating with others. And that means like it's not my way or the highway. That means it is you being open to different ideas influencing one great idea, coming together and collaborating. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Two of Swords. Yeah, really trusting in your intuition and in your heart. I love how there's a heart here with the and the moon here. Really trusting in your heart and your emotions and your intuition, relying on both. It's a balance, and I absolutely love this for you, pile two. I mean pile three. Oh my gosh, you might have messages for you in pile two since I said pile two, but only if you feel called. I feel like that, you know, there's so many things flourishing for you in order to make one great masterpiece. And I'm excited for what's going to unfold for this pile because I feel like there's so many different things. So please go ahead and share below if you feel called to, because really it's just about you understanding that you have great things coming. Trust in your heart and your mind. Allow yourself to be balanced in both. You don't have to be one way or the other. Be open, be flexible. I'm being shown bamboo now. Bamboo is known to be such a strong material and bendy, flexible, adaptive. What does pile three need to know from air elements? Does pile three need to know from the air element? Oops. We have cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. What was I saying? New beginnings. And really just trusting that your dreams can become a reality and are about to be this new beginning. This pile three needs to know from the air elements. We have water codes, ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. Exactly. Knowing that your mind is filled with such incredible and magical things, magical knowledge, ideas, creative things that are coming about and bringing you abundance, bringing you an amazing future. And just it's time to trust that those are worthy of becoming reality, worthy of being shared with others. Let it rain, allowing what is inevitability, trust. Really trusting, like let it rain. I'm hearing what is it called? Come Clean by Hilary Duff. So I might be showing my age, but really let it fall down and wake your dreams up. let it wash away your sanity. Like, go listen to that song. Seriously. The back of your deck, we have the rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. So again, there's this reiteration here that there's something magical about this new beginning that's coming up for you, this new opportunity, this new start, and just you going forward in a balanced way, being compassionate and kind, yet also knowing that you're worthy of being heard and sharing the things that are in your mind as well. Pile 3. There's so much knowledge and inside and things like that inside of you that needs to be shared with others. And oftentimes, if we lean too much into our emotions, we don't feel like we should speak up or share because we're too busy taking in everyone else and nurturing on that, which is great, which is absolutely incredible. But we also want that balance of you being able to feel like you can voice your own voice as well, sing your song, share your tune with the world too. So your message was by far the most straightforward and easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm hearing easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there might be something that you are feeling like it's a cakewalk, it's like a piece of cake. And not to say that life is going to be rainbows and butterflies from here on out, but I am hearing that, like, because you're in this balanced energy, oh my gosh, I couldn't find the words, really thinking about what you say before you say it is going to help you move so much further. The way you communicate with others, like how you come off to others, is really going to take you far as well. So, like, for example, having a little bit of a filter, maybe you're not just being like, yo bitch, let's go, you know what I mean? Like, it just depends who you're talking to, and really read the room, if that makes sense. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. So yeah, advice and guidance for pile 3, please. We have number 8. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow of the infinite loop of creation. I am successful. And that you are, pile 3. Success is yours. Literally. That's what I'm hearing. We have 0. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. You totally are limitless. The fact that you can go and do all the things. Look at so much 8 energy. 18. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. And you absolutely are. Again, this has that energy of you having balance in the way you communicate and the way that you share ideas, the way that you collaborate with others. Number 13 at the back of your deck. Such a lucky number, by the way. You are a conscientious, worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. Remember, bringing your ideas to reality, your dreams to reality. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. Balance. This is really about you having that balance and trusting in that, moving forward in such a confident and balanced way. So I love you guys so much. This is where I'm going to leave your reading, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to check out the other readers linked down below with messages from the other elements, because I feel like you will definitely have messages there. And don't forget to give them a subscribe because they're magical. And if you're here with me, thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I loved it so much. I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you. If you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below a duck or cupcake emoji so I know you're from pile 3, and let me know how it resonated for you, what you guys enjoyed. I love talking stories with you in the comment section, getting to hear your stories and things like that. And it also lets me know that you guys like enjoyed it. So thank you. It helps me create better content for you and all the things. So yes. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family here. Our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye!